on, everyone? I'm Fabian, the owner of Junk Express, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my PJ Rollster trailer. We're just going to talk about the trailer, on what I think and everything like that, and just give a review. Whenever I was looking at all the roll-off trailers and stuff, I went all over YouTube, did my research. I ended up buying this one, and I'm going to let you know what I think about it. And a little bit of background about myself. Basically a one-man show. I've been in business for almost 3 years. Here in about less than a month, we'll be in business for 3 years. My business now does 6 figures in revenue, and in order to grow my business, I decided to go ahead and invest in roll-off dumpsters. We mainly focus on junk removal, clean-outs, things like that. I have 3 enclosed trash containers. They're about 20 yards. Rent them out. A lot of people ask me for these dumpsters, so I decided to go ahead and buy some. So let's go take a look at the trailer, and I'll let you guys know what I think. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer them. I got a lot more videos to come, so if you want to stay tuned, like, subscribe, hit the notification button. That way you go ahead and see all my new videos. So let's go take a look. So here's a look at the trailer. It's a PJ Rollster. It's a bumper pull trailer. The hitch is 2 5/16. There's my tow hitch right there. It has a 2-inch ball at the bottom and a 2 5/16. I forgot the brand of my tow hitch, but I'm looking at upgrading to either I think they're called BW hitches, or something that's a bit more heavy duty. That's an aluminum tow hitch, but it really does good. It just has a lot of play, and I really want something that's steel. But let's talk about the coupler. I'm gonna start from the front to the back of the Rollster. I'm gonna start with the coupler. So here's the coupler. Mine's a Demco ease latch. I really like it. Let me go ahead and unhook it so you guys see how easy it is. And bam, that's it. Locked, unlocked. Comes with the hitch pin. It's a C channel right here, so I have it down right here right now, but I've been thinking about lowering it. That way it doesn't bottom out. But I mean, so far I haven't bottomed out. I've already taken it to the landfill, I think like twice already. So there's the chains. The electric brakes are awesome. They work fantastic. Your plug is heavy duty. Now, the sales guy told me that this would help charge my battery when it's plugged in, but really, this is going to charge that battery? It doesn't. So I ordered parts. I'm going to hardwire its own plug. It's going to have its own plug to connect to the truck. The truck has a new battery I just installed today, and we're going to be running the wire from the front all the way to the back. And there's going to be an outlet that the trailer can plug into that's going to be tied off with this. So not to get off topic, but I know a lot of people are curious, how long does this battery last? I'm going to tell you right now, it does not last that long, really. Like right now, I'm on fair, and once I dropped that dumpster off, it started not wanting to come down, or like it'll hiccup. So if you get one of these trailers, make sure you invest and you look into either a solar panel or you hardwire it. I prefer hardwire because you're gonna have constant power, and it's gonna have its own battery from the truck. Luckily, I was able to put another battery in the front of the truck, so it's gonna have its own power source. As far as the solar panels, I would say they're a cheaper option, more easier to hook up. I'm not sure if they work though, that's the thing. So now, let's talk about the jack. The dealer, the sales guy, tried to get me to get 2 jacks, but I really didn't see the need for having 2 jacks. I mean, I just think it would be more weight. I'm sure they would have put them back here on each corner. It would have been more of a hassle. So you really only need 1 jack. Now let's talk about more of the inside, where the battery, the hydraulic system, the remotes, and everything like that. My system came with 1 battery. I know the goosenecks, I want to say they come with 2 batteries because they have a bigger box. And to be honest, I really think you could squeeze another battery in here if you wanted to. That was also something that I was looking into. But if you hardwire it, I think you'd be okay with just one battery. So here's the stock remote that it comes with. Really good remote. Has magnetic backing, so you can place it anywhere you want. Here's the stock winch remote. It's wireless and corded, so you can plug in the cord there. I really love the wireless feature on this remote. Now in my box, I always carry this with me in the truck, but now that I have this box, I throw it in the box. It's white lithium grease for your ball hitch and your rails. You want to put grease at the tips. I have a lock in there, but I'm going to buy a better lock here soon. Got some bungee cords and whatnot. Another upgrade I did was I put the KTI system. So I have a wireless remote, which makes it really, really easy and faster, in my opinion, to load and unload. And it also has Bluetooth, so you could raise and dump your loads with your phone if you wanted to. But I think that's more of a hassle because you got to scan it and whatnot. What else can I say? All right, right here, this was an add-on. So the add-on, this right here is the electric tarp. We're going to go ahead and open it. So it's a Buyers Products Company tarp. I really don't know much about Buyers tarps other than that they make really good toolboxes for rig up trucks, and I believe they make other items and stuff like that. But so far I'm liking it. It was a custom add-on again, so it ended up costing me, I want to say $1,600. The tarp itself is $1,400, but I got a dealer's discount for like $920, and then $600 and something for labor and material. They had to weld these beams right here that you see, these two beams. It's all fabricated, and they had to fabricate all this other little stuff in order to attach the tarp. Because on the goosenecks, they just end up bolting them down to the gooseneck frame. But for the bumper pull, if you want this add-on, I'm sure you could do it yourself if you're handy with the welder and whatnot. But I decided to pay the extra money to have my electric tarp. Now let's talk about the frame. I'm really, really, really loving the frame. This is some high quality stuff right here. I mean, look how thick and big this frame is. I mean, it's just solid. The paintwork is really nice as well. There's no chipping. It's really good stuff. It's powder coated. It's a PJ trailer. They make really good trailers. Here's a look at the wiring from the back of the box. So you got your hydraulic lines here. I'm not sure what's in this metal line. It's like its own tubing. I plan on putting some type of conduit around my cables, like a metal conduit. That way it protects it from debris and stuff that I'm going to be running over at the landfill. But everything's, I mean, zip tied, and not only that, it has its own like bars to stay in place. Okay, so now let's move over to the winch. This is a winch cover that I bought. I'll leave a link if I can find one down below. I made a video, separate video on this, so I'll go ahead and take this off. So there's a look at the winch. It's a Smitty built 17,500 pound winch. It's huge, it's massive. Really don't need that much wire, so I'm gonna end up cutting that off here sooner or later. But so far I'm liking the winch. Everything's operating like it should. Again, it's only less than a week old. Now I'm going to talk about the locking mechanism for the dumpster. There was an issue with this, but luckily Again, I bought this because I have a local dealer. Right in here, I had to go back and they had to, cut it down a bit. That way it locked properly. But I mean, other than that, there was no other issues. I mean, I could have probably done that myself, but yeah, they were on top of it. As far as the rails, so now let's move down towards the rails. I've heard a lot of negative things about these rails. So again, my dumpster is really new, so I haven't used it much. I'm sure in about 6 months to a year, it's going to be used quite a bit, and I'll see if I end up having any issues with the rails. The main thing are the tips. There's a guy in Dallas. He has a YouTube channel as well. All right here is all bent up. I don't know if he loaded a heavy dumpster wrong and something happened and it shifted and messed it up. That could have been it. But what I plan on doing is spraying that lithium grease right here all over the tips. Now, not all across the rail, but just the tips. Another gripe that I've seen and I've heard are these bars right here. But these bars are meant to help hold your dumpster. But I will say this, when I was at the dealership, one of the shop guys told me that a lot of people do end up bending these because that they don't go all the way down or something like that, and it gets caught and it bends, and you can just re-bend it if you have to. We'll see if I end up having any issues. Again, I plan on being really careful, and I made this block. It's right underneath this dumpster. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to fix it real quick. All right, there's the block. See the yellow string and the green handle? I just made that today in order to keep the dumpster raised up high. That way the rail system, doesn't have to do all the work or won't get as damaged and wear and tear and stuff like that. A lot of guys do it. They put the board underneath, but I decided to create my own with a string and a handle just to make it easier. So back to the trailer. As far as the rails, I plan on keeping the rails clean. After every dump, just go by with a small broom or something and knock off the dirt. That way the next pickup you're not collecting more and more dirt in your rollers and whatnot. And you want to maintain your trailer. So again, you want to put grease at the end on your tips. You want to grease all your greasing points on the trailer. You want to inspect your axles and everything else. And let's go ahead and take a look at the hook. Now this is the stock hook. I just ended up spray painting it. I made another video about this hook compared to a hook that was I found on Amazon. So you can go watch that video and see if you want to stay with the stock hook or go out and buy a different type of hook. Now again, look at the frame. Look how big and thick and heavy duty that frame is. I mean, you're gonna have to really, really haul something really, really heavy in order to bend the tongue of this trailer, which I really don't plan on it. All right, so now let's take a look at the axles. Let's take a look at the tires, the rims, the fenders. I really like the way it looks, all blacked out. I think it looks pretty cool, in my opinion. I want to say these were 7K axles. There's a look. I mean, the air valve, heavy duty air valve, heavy duty rim. As far as the tires go, I mean, I haven't had it long enough to say how long they're gonna last, but of course I do plan on replacing them with something a lot better. Here's a spare mount where I had the guys there at the dealership install this one right there. I didn't want it in the front, I wanted it on the side. Here's a look at the scissor hoist system. Again, I haven't had it long, but so far, I mean, it's doing pretty good. I just need to go ahead and hardwire that battery, and I mean it's gonna give me no issues once we hardwire the battery. Now I'm gonna go underneath the trailer, that way you can get an idea of what it looks like underneath the trailer. So I'm gonna start from back here. So there's a look at the axles. They're pretty thick, heavy duty. There's the wiring for the trailer brakes. Again, I plan on adding some conduit, some metal conduit all throughout the wiring. That way, you know, it doesn't get caught up and damaged. Really good paint. I'm really happy with the paint and the quality of the trailer. And you got really good fenders. As you can see, they fabricated this in order to put the electric tarp. And man, I really think the electric tarp really makes the trailer stand out and look a lot cleaner. And not only that, it serves a purpose. So there you have it. I really have no gripes about the trailer so far. I'm really liking it. We'll see in about 3 to 6 to, you know, a year. We'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna do really well. But again, if you like these kind of videos, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you can see all the new videos that I post. I also have a vlog as well, so you can go ahead and check that out. I'll be talking more about the PJ Rollster, how the dumpsters work out with me, and everything like that. As far as business, I'll be making videos about business and anything like that. So if you have any questions, please comment down below. I'll do my best to answer all the comments. Thank you.